Guys, in today's session we solve some example which is based on a graph. Okay, so before you are just attempt this session, you just go through the previous sessions theory which is based on a graph. Okay, because each concept of the graph are used in this session. Let's start with the first one. So first, this example number 3.16 from the textbook. Which of this cannot possible represents a one-dimensional motion of a particle. Let's see the first one. So first graph is this one. So this graph, if you observe this, here the displacement, here the time. So displacement may be positive, negative and zero, everything is possible, but time is never come back. So see, at this time, if you consider this, suppose t is equal to t, you just consider like this. At this time t is equal to t, so particle is here and here, both possible. So at a one time, particle is not possible at a two position. So at time t, so particle is present at x1 and x2 both, so it is not possible. So time never come back actually. So here actually see, time is 0, then after it's increasing and comes to 0 again. It is not possible. Time never comes back. Once the time is passed, then its time is always increases. Time is always increases, not come back. Okay. So this graph is not possible. Reason is what? Time is never come back. Okay. So let's come to the second graph. This one. Again the same situation. You just see, whatever the graph is given, but at the same time there is a two speed. At the same time there is a two speed. This means thus again time is coming back. See, it's increasing and come back. So it is not possible. Again write down, it is not possible. Okay. Let's come to the third one. This one, speed. So speed is never negative, as we know. Speed is a vector quantity, always positive. So here the speed is negative. See, at this speed, here it is negative. So it means speed never negative. What is our answer? Speed never negative. So this graph is also not possible. Okay. Let's come to this fourth graph. This one, path length and time. Path length never decreases. See, here first path length increases. See this one, and here it is decreases. Again it is increases. So path length becomes maximum and decrease to 0. It is not possible. Path length never displacement is decreased, but path length always increases. So path length is never decreases. So this graph is also what? Not possible. So our answer is what? All these graphs are not possible. Okay. So the answer is what? All these graphs are incorrect. All this, whatever the graphs given to us, that is all are incorrect. All of you guys note this example in your books, and you just write the proper reasons why these graphs are wrong. Okay. Note it. Let's come to the second one, 3.17 from the textbook. Figure shows the x versus t plot for a one-dimensional motion of a particle. Means whatever the graph is given to us, that is a one-dimensional. It is correct to say that from this graph, the particle moves along a straight line for t less than 0 and parabolic path for t greater than 0. मीन्स t लेस देन 0, t मतलब 0 से पहले पार्टिकल स्ट्रेट लाइन पे मूव करा है, उसके बाद पैराबोलिक. दैट इज करेक्ट और नॉट? वी जस्ट कंसिडर दिस वन. सो इफ यू कंसिडर दिस सिचुएशन, सो फ्रॉम हियर टू हियर, then here the slope of the graph is what? 0. Horizontal line for straight line, slope is equal to what? 0. It means velocity is equal to what? 0. Why? X versus t graph. So x versus t graph, what is? Slope is equal to velocity. It means particle is at rest. Particle is at rest. So whatever the given, see, at straight line, and as per this given statement, it is moving along a straight line. So that's a wrong. So this answer is what? No. We can't say like this कि 0 से पहले पार्टिकल स्ट्रेट लाइन पे जा रहा है और 0 के बाद पार्टिकल पैराबोलिक पे जा रहा है. दैट्स कम्प्लीटली रॉन्ग. That's what actually completely wrong. Okay, so that is wrong. And if you see the graph from the top, then this graph is like a concave surface from this top. What is the surface actually? Concave. So if graph is concave, then at t greater than 0, this particle having some acceleration. So particle moving with positive acceleration. Okay, as per our rule. So this is our situation. So what is answer? No. What is answer? No. And this example, see here we just gives us some suitable example. So a body dropped from a tower at a t is equal to 0. See the situation. You consider that is a ground and here it is tower. So some body is present here. So initially when the body is in your hand, so at that time particle is at rest. So at that time the speed is equal to what? 0 initially. So initially speed is equal to what? 0. Now this body is dropped down. So here it is dropped. So its speed is increases. And you consider that is this downward direction is positive. You consider here, suppose downward direction is what? Positive y direction or positive x direction. Then this displacement is increases. Okay, and here the acceleration is equal to what? Z. That is just an example. You can give another example, no problem. Okay, that is just one example for which type of case we just draw this graph. Okay, so this motion, this body is dropped at a t is equal to 0. Body is dropped at t is equal to 0. If you just drop the body at t is equal to 0, so after this one it's moving with some acceleration. Okay, see here, after t is equal to 0, before t is equal to 0 this body is at rest. मतलब आपने जब बॉडी ड्रॉप की उससे पहले बॉडी इज इन योर हैंड, सो दस बॉडी इज एट रेस्ट. Okay, so we draw this graph for this type of physical situation. Okay, all of you guys note this example, then after we are go to this next one. Okay, note it. Let's see next one, example number 3.19. Suggest a suitable physical situation for each of the following graphs. So here some graphs are given to us. Let's first graph. So we just suggest something. So you just see up to this point, this x is 0 and the slope is 0. X versus t graph. Which graph? X versus t graph is given. So up to this point velocity is what? 0. So from this point to this point v is equal to constant. Again this point to this point v is equal to constant but negative, and then after again this body is coming to rest. This type of situation. First you understand the graph. First you understand the graph. What is the given to us? First this horizontal line, it means slope is equal to 0. Slope 0 means velocity 0 because x versus t graph is given to us. Okay, then after positive slope, negative slope, and again horizontal slope. This type of situation. So how we represent it? So that is a situation of collision of ball from the wall. That is a collision of ball from the wall. How? Let's see. Suppose here the ground and this is the wall. Now ball is somewhere here. Okay. So if initially this ball is at rest, now you just gives us some velocity, constant velocity. So ball is moving towards the wall. So after collision the ball is coming back. So up from here to here, that's a positive velocity. So consider this situation, from here to here it is a suppose positive velocity. So when it is coming back, its velocity is negative and ball is moving somewhere here and again just coming to rest somewhere here. Okay, so what is the situation? If you consider this is x is equal to 0, so ball is moving from here see here to here, again come back means velocity is changed positive to negative, velocity is changed from positive to negative, and again it's moving and coming somewhere here, it is rest again. So this is the situation. So collision of a ball with the wall, then you just draw the graph in this way. ओके मतलब आपको क्या समझना है यहाँ पे, बॉल पहले रेस्ट पे था, उसके बाद वेलोसिटी से मूव कर रहा है, उसके बाद नेगेटिव वेलोसिटी से मूव कर रहा है, फिर से रेस्ट में आ गया. तो फिर यहाँ पे बॉल था ऐसा समझो, यू जस्ट कंसिडर दिस सम लाइक दिस सिचुएशन. सी दिस वन, the ball is somewhere here actually. Okay, now here it is at rest. Now you just give some velocity to the ball, then ball is moving towards the wall first, positive, then again after collision of with the wall, it's coming back. So coming back and comes the rest somewhere here, because here negative direction, so you consider somewhere here it is negative, here that's one is x is equal to 0, towards right side positive and towards left side negative. Okay, so this is the example, simple one. That is the physical situation for this graph. Second one, this velocity versus time graph. Velocity versus time graph is given to us, and each lines are just like this. See, each lines are like this. Means it is a slope. It is a slope of line. So v versus t means acceleration. So here slope is negative. It means acceleration is equal to constant, but which type of acceleration? Negative acceleration. So negative acceleration is constant. So this situation. Okay, physical situation. See, that is a physical situation. Free fall of a body and rebounds from it. Free falling of body and it is a rebounding from the ground. Rebounding from the ground. Situation is like this. See, if some ball is somewhere here initially, ball is somewhere here initially. Okay, so it's coming back and it is just collide with this one. Okay, otherwise you just consider this situation in this way for the given one. So ball is at a ground, ball is at a ground. Now you throw this ball with some velocity v0. So that speed is what? v0. It's when it is moving upward, its speed becomes 0. So it's moving upward, its speed becomes 0 at maximum height. So this is the position of maximum height. This is the position of maximum. And it's again come back, and it is again collide with the ground. It's collide with the ground with the same speed. So here the speed is negative. See, sorry, velocity is negative. See, that is positive, but when it's come back, so here it is negative. So here velocity is negative. See, that is the velocity is negative. Again it is rebounding with the smaller speed. It is rebounds from here with the smaller speed, and it's somewhere here it is coming to rest. Again come back. Okay, situation like this. So when here the velocity, when it is collide with this floor, velocity is negative, but with rebounds its velocity becomes positive, direction is changed. See, blue arrow to red arrow, blue arrow negative velocity, red arrow positive velocity. Okay, so this one, see here it is negative velocity, it directly becomes a positive velocity. So you just gives us some name for more understanding. Consider it is v1 and this rebounding velocity v2, then this one is what? v1, and this one is what? v2. Clear? Hai? Similar, again it's rebounds, again it moves upside and rebounds like this. Okay, so the situation is same. See, so that is a that's we can say that is a rebounding from the ground. Any free falling body is rebounding from the ground. This graph is represent this situation, and during the each collision its speed is decreases. During each collision its speed is decreases. You just take any rubber ball, and you just release the ball from some height, then this motion is like this. See, motion is like this, and finally this ball is coming to rest. But at that time you consider this downward direction is negative, and then acceleration is what? Minus g. See, this graph having a negative slope, this each line having a negative slope, so acceleration is minus g. So that is the physical situation for the second graph. Okay, now comes to this next one. So next graph is this one. So here A versus T graph. A versus T graph is given to. So what we are doing is, so initially A is equal to 0. So here A is equal to 0 and finally also A is equal to 0. So for small time, here the acceleration applied means for small time the force is applied on a body. So for small time dt, force is applied on a body. You just think one example based on this. Only for a small time this force is applied. Only for a small time force is applied. You just think this type of example. So example is very simple. See this one. To hit the ball by the bat for a small time interval. If any bowler is throw the ball, and then batsman is hit the ball, batsman heading this ball, then the motion is like this. Okay, initially ball is moving with a constant speed. Constant speed means acceleration 0. What is meaning acceleration 0? Constant speed. Okay, when this batsman hit the ball, so at that time velocity is changed, so acceleration is increased, acceleration is applied. So here for this time interval acceleration is applied here, and again after hitting the ball by the batsman, again ball is moving with a constant speed. So here also acceleration 0 means what? Constant speed. So that is a real life example for this graph. Okay, so here you understand the situation properly. If you consider this situation, then that is a bat. This is the bat. Now ball is moving with v is equal to constant. Okay, and when it is a batsman hit the ball, it may be changed the velocity. Again v is equal to constant. So here velocity is changed at this contact time. So here contact time is what? Contact time is what? dt. मीन्स बैट्समैन बॉल को dt टाइम के लिए ही ऐसे कोलाइड मीन्स बॉल और बैट का कॉन्टैक्ट टाइम कितना है? dt है. सो दस बैट्समैन अप्लाइड द फोर्स ऑन द बॉल for the small time dt. So during this time the acceleration is applied. Okay, so this type of situation is given to us. So this is the three graph given in the example number 3.19, and we just understand this all the graph with the real life example. Okay, let's all of you guys note this, then after we are go to this next. Okay, note it. Let's see next one, example number 3.20. Example number 3.20 figure gives the x versus t plot, and the particle executing one dimensional simple harmonic motion. What is simple harmonic motion? We understand later on. Okay, because we discuss about in detail, but later on. Here we understand, we apply the some concept whatever we are studying during this chapter. Okay, give the sign of position. Position means x, velocity means v, and acceleration means a. And the variable of the particle t is equal to 0.3 seconds. Let's we choose this first situation. T is equal to 0.3 second. Okay, so where is the 0.3 second? So 0.3 means somewhere here, 0.3 second. So that position is what? Negative. See, so actually this position is a 0. So particle is downward side. So at this point, see here, at this point this position is negative. Now x versus t graph. See, what is the meaning of velocity? Slope of xt graph, that is velocity. And what is the meaning of acceleration? Curvature of xt ग्राफ, मतलब कर्वेचर कॉन्वेक्स है कि कॉनकेव है. ठीक है, सो फर्स्ट तो हो गया डिस्प्लेसमेंट के समय पोजीशन नेगेटिव है. नाउ यू जस्ट ड्रॉ द स्लोप, at this line. So slope is negative, so at this point slope is negative, and curvature concave curvature है. So concave curvature means what? You just see the graph from the top at this time. then concave curvature. So displacement negative, slope negative means velocity negative, concave means positive acceleration, and convex means negative acceleration. So our answer is what? Displacement means position negative, velocity negative, acceleration positive. Okay, so that is our answer. See this one, first answer. So at t is equal to 0.3 second, negative, positive. So this one is x, v and a. X, v and a, these three sign. X, v and a. Okay, how you just consider, if curvature is concave from the top, that positive acceleration, convex from the top, then it is a negative acceleration. Slope is positive, then velocity positive. Slope is negative, then velocity is negative. And x is directly measured, directly you just gives the sign, then here is the x negative. Okay, let's see next one. At 1.2 second, t is equal to 1.2 second. So 1.2 कहाँ पे देखो, where is the 1.2? So here somewhere 1.2 second. So this point is this one, so x is, so at this point x is positive, upward from the zero, that is a positive. Now second one, draw the slope is also positive, so that 0, positive, negative. As we know, this horizontal 0, upward positive, downward negative. Okay, so slope is positive, and this curvature from the top, curvature कैसा देखो, concave, so convex, curvature कैसा है, convex कर्वेचर, मतलब x पॉजिटिव है, v पॉजिटिव है, और कॉन्वेक्स मतलब एक्सेलरेशन नेगेटिव. दैट इज आवर आंसर. ओके, ऑल ऑफ यू गाइस नोट दिस सेकंड वन. सो पॉजिटिव नेगेटिव. ओके, एंड द c एट थर्ड वन एट t इज इक्वल टू -1.2 सेकेंड. -1.2 सेकेंड कहाँ पे देखो, वेयर इज दिस -1.2 मीन्स समवेयर हियर, दिस -1.2 सेकेंड. ठीक है, सो पोजीशन फिर से कैसे है, नेगेटिव. तो स्लोप कैसा है, पॉजिटिव, और ऊपर से कर्वेचर कैसा है, कॉनकेव. सो व्हाट इज आंसर, डिस्प्लेसमेंट नेगेटिव, वेलोसिटी पॉजिटिव, एक्सेलरेशन कॉनकेव मीन्स पॉजिटिव. ओके, सो थर्ड आंसर इज व्हाट, सी, नेगेटिव, पॉजिटिव. Okay, so by this way you just getting this answer, means you just understand the basic phenomenon of a graph, basic terminology of a graph, then you just getting this answer. Okay, all of you guys note this example in your books properly and with the reasons. You note this everything with the reasons. Okay, note it. Let's say next one, example number 3.21. Example number 3.21. Figure shows the x versus t plot for a particle for in a one-dimensional motion. Okay, three different equal interval of time is shown here. So here t1, t2 and t3 same, time interval is same, three different equal interval of time, means t1 is equal to t2 is equal to t3, time interval is same, equal interval of time. Okay, in which interval is the average speed is greatest. So first, average speed is greatest and in which it is least. So we have to find these two things, greatest and least. So average speed means what, distance upon average speed is equal to what, actually distance upon time. तो टाइम तो तीनों में सेम है. distance is maximum, so you just write down, if distance maximum, it means speed maximum. Distance least, it means speed least. ठीक है, ऐसा आप फाइंड करना है. एवरेज स्पीड फाइंड करनी, So you just see here see what is the distance. If you consider this third one for some ideology. Okay, see this. So here this much of distance is covered. Here this much of distance is covered. So this distance is maximum. So here the speed is maximum. You just think like this. So what is our first answer? So first answer is this one. If v is maximum, interval number 3, see why v is maximum? Because here distance is maximum. This d3 is maximum. If d3 is maximum, it means this speed is also maximum. And similar way, here the speed is minimum. Why? There is no distance. Both are same. This initial and final, both position same. Both position same. So interval to v is minimum. So this is type simple situation. Minimum. Here this like this. Some of this distance is covered. Here the distance is covered actually, but very small. See. Actually I am not telling you distance not covered. Distance is covered but very smaller. So from this graph we just think d3 maximum and this distance d2 minimum. Okay, so that is our answer. Second question is what? Give the sign of average velocity for each interval. So second one, average velocity is equal to what? Displacement upon time. Displacement upon time. But x versus t graph is given to what? Then slope is equal to what? Velocity. If slope is positive, then velocity is positive. If slope is negative, then velocity is negative. If you consider this 3, see, if you consider this situation here, the slope is negative. Here the slope is what? Negative. Here you just consider the slope is positive. Do you understand? So if slope is negative, then velocity is negative. If slope is positive, then velocity is positive. So by this way, what is our answer? See, so 1 and 2 v is positive, and for interval 3 v is negative. Here slope negative, here the slope negative, and here the slope positive. So that is our answer. Okay, so for 1 and 2, interval 1 and 2, the v is positive, interval 3 v is negative. So that is our answer for this example, and by this way you just solve out this. Okay, not this, then after we are go to this next one. Not it. Example number 3.22. Figure shows the speed versus time graph for the particle in a motion along a constant direction, means along one single direction. 3 equal interval, फिर से लिखो यहाँ पे 3 equal interval means what? t1 is equal to t2 is equal to 3. Interval same है. Okay, delta t1 is equal to delta t2 is equal to delta 3, like this. Delta t1 is equal to delta t2 is equal to delta t3. In which interval is the average acceleration is greatest in magnitude? Average acceleration is greatest in magnitude. So what is average acceleration? What is average acceleration? So delta v upon delta t. If delta v is highest, it means average acceleration is highest. Delta v is highest, it means average acceleration is highest. Okay, so delta v means v final minus v initial. Delta v means what? V final minus v initial. Okay, and just you get this answer by this way. So in interval 2, see, this delta v is highest. This delta v is highest. Okay, so and here we just get the magnitude. So we are not choosing the sign, otherwise this v is negative, because that is v final and that is v initial. Okay, so matlab delta v negative, but you just consider the magnitude. So for magnitude, this interval 2, delta v is highest in interval 2. So the acceleration, magnitude of acceleration is highest. Okay, so that is our first answer. Second one, in which of the interval average speed is highest? Average speed. What is the meaning of average speed? Displacement upon distance upon time. So second one, average speed is equal to distance upon time. So here you just finding out the distance by this, from this graph. This is highest, this distance is highest. Okay, यहाँ पे डिस्टेंस कैसा है? सो व्हाट इज अवर आंसर? सी इंटरवल 3. सो कौन सा इंटरवल है? 3. सो डिस्टेंस हाईएस्ट, स्पीड हाईएस्ट. So in which the distance is highest? In the interval of 3. The speed v versus t graph is given to you. V versus t graph is given to you. Then distance is find by the area. Distance is find by the area. So here this interval 2. Okay, यहाँ पे distance highest है तो speed भी highest है. Choosing the positive direction as a constant direction of motion gives the sign of v and a in the 3 interval. Means 3 interval में v और a की sign चाहिए. V और a की साइन है. Means you draw the slope, you just getting this answer. Okay, so you consider this situation. See, I am just drawing any figure, then you consider this situation. See, the slope is acceleration. Slope is what? Acceleration. So at interval 1 slope is positive. If you consider this one, do you understand? So interval 2 slope is negative. This means acceleration is negative. So our answer is given like this. If v is positive in each, v का बाकी रहेगा. So first let's see a. So acceleration is positive in interval 1. Acceleration is positive in interval 1 and यहाँ पे बाकी है. So acceleration is negative in interval 2. Do you understand? So 1 में positive, 2 में negative. And what about speed? So speed is positive in each case. See, here that is positive, here it is positive, here it is positive. So speed is positive in each cases. Speed always positive actually. Speed never negative. Speed never negative. But if you think about this in this case, then this our answer is what? V is positive in each interval and A is positive in interval 1 and negative in interval 2. Why? Speed is decreases. If speed increases, then if acceleration positive. If speed decreases, then acceleration negative. As we understand, this is the second way to understand. That is the second way to understand. If speed is increases, acceleration positive. If speed increases, acceleration positive. If speed decreases, acceleration negative. If you think in this way, then you can say from here to here. See, you just consider this situation, then from here to here the speed increases. See, so speed increases, acceleration positive. In this second case, speed decreases. See, here speed decreases and here speed increases. Do you understand? So in this way also you just getting this answer. Speed increases and speed decreases. Okay. Now that another question, what are the acceleration at the points A, B, C and D? So acceleration matlab you just draw the slope, you drawing the slope, you getting this answer. See, so at point A this is the slope, at point B this one is the slope, at point C slope and point D slope. So slope is 0 at all points, so acceleration is 0 at all points. So acceleration is 0 at all points. This is our answer. Acceleration is 0 at all points. Okay, all of you guys note this full example in your books properly with the reasons why it is positive, why it is negative, why it is maximum, why it is minimum and everything. Okay, note this in your note this full example properly. Then after we are go to this next. Okay, note it.